welcome to Light Guided. I'm Lisa Kay, and today we're going to look at the energies in the month of February as it relates to your growth, primarily your spiritual growth. What are some of the things that are coming up in the month of February that are going to allow you to expand, to grow, things that you might bump into, and what you can maybe do to navigate that with some grace and ease. So let's take a look at some of the things that are coming up. Opportunities for your growth. Yep. A lot of energy coming out here. Just going to refine that a little bit. What kind of things are coming up for your growth? Oh my gosh, in the month of February. Okay. Let me just get an overall picture of what's going on for the month of February, and then I'll show you each of the cards and we'll go a little bit deeper and pull clarifiers as we need to. So these are opportunities for growth in the month of February. You know, it's a very, of course I'll say it's a very mixed energy. Wow. There's a lot of unconscious energy here when it comes to our growth in the month of February. I include myself in that because I am just part of the collective like you. There's a lot of unconscious energy that we're trying to clear in the month of February. For some of you, you're going to be connecting in either with past trauma. This could be past situations that have already occurred that you're already aware of that may be revisiting, or you may be revisiting in the month of February. And through that, it's like you begin to start to clear some of the, layers of the old energy that don't serve you anymore. This looks to me like work you've already started, but there may be other layers that come up. And this is going to help you to deepen your spiritual understanding, your spiritual growth. So past traumas, this looks like to me like relationship issues, childhood issues. For some of you, they're even showing me like, it's related to money. Like there's a lot of like beliefs, behaviors, patterns that you'll be revisiting in the month of February. For some of you, your spiritual growth in the month of February is going to be ignited or triggered through a connection that you have with someone. In this case, it looks like a romantic connection. And the way this energy reads to me is like this person is in your energy field and they're stepping in and they're saying, hey, I want to offer you, this is what I have to offer. They're very genuine. They're very kind. They're very loving, but there's something about what they're offering or how they're offering it that doesn't quite sit right with you. It doesn't quite land and you're not really sure why. And so part of your growth is kind of navigating the why, the space in between of like, well, this person's coming forward and like they're offering me what I thought I wanted. So why does it not feel like what I want? And so beautiful opportunity there to dig a little deeper, to tap into your intuition about it and look at what is allowing you or causing you to feel like there's a gap between what's coming into your life and what you think you want. It could be anything. The gap could be that the person they're not really representing what you want. You just, in your mind, you think that they are, but in your heart, you know that they're not. So there's a discrepancy there, and that's an opportunity to look at, well, why do I have this discrepancy? Conversely, for some of you, it might be the exact opposite, where this person comes in and you realize like, oh my gosh, they're really offering me everything I wanted. Why do I feel afraid or like I have to hold back? Like, what does it look like just to lean into this? So I feel like there's different situations here for each of you, but generally there's opportunity for growth as it pertains to a romantic relationship. We also have this energy of deception. This does not necessarily read to me like people are gossiping, kind of like the way the picture describes. It doesn't necessarily read to me that way, that people are deceiving you. I feel like this is more of an energy about where you might be deceiving yourself. And actually, it's a little bit akin to this relationship energy. But in what areas of your life experience are you not living into your authenticity? In what areas are you, putting on an act or, being who you think you're supposed to be? So I feel like this is an opportunity to begin to look at that energy, to begin to look at where can I be more authentic? Where is it hard for me to be authentic, and why is it hard for me to be authentic? We have the energy of friends and colleagues. This energy, there's just a tiny, tiny bit of this energy around competition. I don't know if this is an energy of like self-comparing. It feels like there's multiple layers here, but there's a little bit of self-comparing, but it's also like within your, I feel like this came up in another reading today. I do the monthlies in like a 4-part series, a 5-part series, and I think this came up earlier in the February energies, but I feel like there's someone in your field, in your space, who might be a little bit envious and or jealous, and because of that, what they're reflecting back to you, it makes you question yourself. It makes you doubt yourself. Like, oh, if they're asking me that question, maybe I'm on the wrong path. So you may be really challenged this month to pay close attention to what is their truth versus what is your truth. And your truth is the only one that matters in the space of your experience, your life, your, all of it. So that could be something that comes up that triggers some spiritual growth for you or some growth opportunity for you. And then we have this energy of great achievement. There's two distinct messages that come off this energy for me. One is that you may be facing something where you feel like you're on the precipice of incredible success, where you're standing like, oh, if I make a left, my life could be everything I ever imagined. But if I make a right, I might be self-sabotaging or running away from that. So that's one energy that's coming through here. The experience of what does it mean to be successful and have everything that I want, and what kind of healing do you need to do to create space for that. The other one is literally getting a surprise. Like literally, I see someone here, like something happens that you're not expecting that kind of throws you into the limelight, whether it's through like, you receive resource to do something that's really important to you, or you're acknowledged for something, and it's hard for you to kind of take it in. It's hard for you to take it in. Like you recognize, wow, this is a huge blessing, but somehow it feels difficult to accept. All right. So Spirit, what are some things that this group can understand that will allow them to navigate these energies in the month of February? I'm laughing because I'll show you why I'm laughing here. All right. This card came out, which is Loving Woman, and it's like the companion card to the Loving Man. And I thought, yeah, like one way of navigating this energy is like to really be in your own full, authentic, loving self, right? To love yourself fully. Yeah, I do feel like this energy in its most basic interpretation is like, don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a little grace and a little bit of peace around whatever you might be going through. Um, we're all figuring it out as we go. There's no human being on the planet. I don't care how enlightened they are. I don't think there's a human being on the planet that has it all figured out. We're humans. We have limitations. That's just a fact. We're biological beings. So we're allowed to give ourselves a little bit of grace and peace around whatever we're struggling with or dealing with or navigating through. And, if you're a person who values growth, you're always going to value growth. You're going to be on this path for the rest of your life. So you might as well do it gently. peacefully, lovingly. Let's see what else here. Very mixed energies here in terms of how to navigate the path. We have this energy of hidden motivation. It parallels to the energy that we talked about here around deception and the loving man as well. Clarity, discernment. What are you hiding from yourself and why? So in terms of how you can navigate this energy, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to pull back the curtain, to literally pull back the curtain and see what's underneath. What's really motivating you when it comes to relationship? What's really motivating you? And where are you hiding from yourself? Where are you not being authentic with yourself? And when you start to look at that, it feels like it's going to open up your awareness on where you're not being authentic with other people. Or conversely, maybe you start with looking at where I'm not being authentic with others, and it reveals to you where you're not being authentic with yourself. So in terms of navigating that for the month of February, this is just going to take some bravery and I think some intentionality about sitting down to really evaluate this energy or these spaces in your life. We also have professional assistance. For some of you, you might, as you navigate this path, you might decide like there's a book you need to read, there's a meditation space you need to go to, there's a counselor you need to meet. But somehow like reaching out to your circle, reaching out to resources that you can trust that will support you through your journey in the month of February. I really don't see anything like really heavy here at all. Like it's pretty, pardon me, it's pretty kind of status quo issues, if you will. Nothing too surprising around growth for the month of February. It's the energy all through February has been just kind of like this stable, steady, like status quo energy. So nonetheless, all of that to say that, where you need support, where having that external help is best for you. So it looks like in the month of February, you can tap into that a little bit more intentionally. We have this energy of back and forth. I have no idea what the heck that means. I'm going to have to look at that a little bit more. And then we have the vast universe, which I feel like is excuse me, a lot of energy moving. I feel like the vast universe energy is about recognizing how everything is really connected. It's not like, when you learn to discern between all the apples, like you really can't make a mistake. Even though you're working on discernment, like if you pick the apple on the upper right corner versus the apple on the upper left corner, like, you can't really go wrong because all the apples are there for you and they're all there for your choosing. So whatever you choose, whatever you decide, whatever you end up with, like these are all for your experience to grow and learn and adapt and expand. So before we close out this reading, let's take a deeper dive into this back and forth energy and see what messages come forward here related to how you can navigate the energies around your spiritual growth for the month of February. Yeah, the back and forth energy is kind of interesting. It's sort of, it's describing to me this space of getting like back to that idea of clarity, getting clear. That's interesting. Getting clairsentient, getting clairaudient, getting claircognizant, but I'm teasing. Getting clear is what I was trying to say. On how to be in your own energy, how to like rather than wobbling back and forth, it's like how do I support myself in leaning into the energy in a way that supports me the most and doing that in a graceful way, like riding the wave in a graceful way. Yeah, love that. Your higher self. Teacher. I feel like, you are a teacher, you may be connected to a teacher, leaning into teaching, leaning into family, deserving. I feel like, this is an energy of an affirmation that you deserve to be solid in your own energy. You deserve to find that stable ground, that steady ground that really truly supports you in your growth. And it gets to look like whatever you want it to look like. So, all right. Well, with that, we're going to close out the energy for this short reading around growth in the month of February. I hope you found some of these messages helpful, and thank you for visiting Light Guided. I look for Lumerian Collective. I think I've been saying Light Guided. These are Light Guided is my business, and Lumerian Collective is my channel. So, oh well, such is life. Live and learn. Take good care. Thank you again. Be well.